do that right there. 80 yards, so close to hit it. 120, 140 yards. It's just, I think in the 3 years that I've been shooting live fire, I haven't hit one at 140 yards yet. The ball is loose in the barrel. Loose?
Yeah, rifle. And if you look at the edge there, you can see those rifle grooves just right on the edge.
We can go to the gun shop and you can see them doing
Yeah.
how they do it.
Yeah, and you'll be able to even
I can
look
see
through a
their
barrel.
sights are,
Yep.
because they expect it to be more
Yeah,
accurate.
look at his rear sight.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
there
had
is
no rear
one.
sight.
That's right.
Because they expected that one to be a little bit more accurate.
Much more. And in fact, this is a rifle for civilian usage, not, again, for military. And it is to be meant to be shot at a target. It's actually a bench gun. It's a really heavy piece, and it's meant to be laid on a bench.
How much does it weigh?
This is about 10 pounds, about 10 and a half pounds. Yeah, lots of barrel weight.
Our
Still a little bit less than his, but not much less.
You've got a shorter barrel. than
That's
he
right,
does,
a
too.
shorter barrel, a half
Smaller
slot.
stock.
Yep, so it's quite a bit different.
And you can tell look at the barrel thickness on this.
Yeah.
You fire a much larger ball, 69 caliber ball.
A 69 caliber? Whoa. Oh wow. Okay.
That's the size we shoot there. And he's got a 50, which
Yeah.
is considerably smaller.
But it's going to tighten up after every shot. His next shot's going to be just a little bit tighter, and the next a little bit tighter.
It gets to the point where we put the musket ball and we stop right here, and sometimes we have to get a mallet to tap it down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Then you have to clean it by boiling it out.
No, just some water or solution on a patch and put it on the end of the ramrod and just swab out the barrel. It dissolves fairly easily. But you also have to keep these fairly clean and wiped down because this is...
Nobody wants to see that. One thing that I'll do different in loading than these guys, their cartridges are already measured out. They already have the right amount of powder in their paper cartridges. With a rifle, you're going to take care and time to measure before each shot. So, with especially use of a powder horn. So I use that powder horn, measure that grain out. That's about 70 grain of powder for that particular measure. The next thing I do with this rifle is then come and take one of those patches that I was just ripping out. This is where your shot's going to come in. Where their cartridge has a ball that would
It would be in the base of it right down here.
right fitting at the bottom.
They already have pre-loaded parts.
That's right. So I'm going to take that patch, I'm going to take that shot or that ball, set it on top of that patch, and then I'm going to ram that patch and ball down both at the same time. So of course I'm just loading a patch in this case. That on
Don't
top of
want
the
to be
powder.
loading any balls.
Sure.
It would flat ruin somebody's day driving down the...
So then on this, where they've already primed their pan first, I can skip a step completely and not priming, well, I guess priming the nipple in this case, but with a small cap filled with fulminated mercury in that case. Place that cap in place and you're at this point ready to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So that hammer will strike down onto the cap to create a charge or ignition, and then of course ignite that powder that we've already pushed into the barrel.
When he comes back, ask him why he's got two triggers.
I was wondering about that. I missed it. Okay, that's good. Wicked fish. Feel the difference.
And this should be much more accurate than their muskets. You're looking at, in the hands of a capable shooter, 150, 200 yards, where they're pretty deadly accurate about 50 yards and in, maybe 60 the outside.
That's about 60 if you're a good shot.
Yeah, if you're a pretty good shot.